Hi everybody, it's Jess and we are here for our August Digest. What is coming soon to Jess Reacts on Patreon and on YouTube? We're about to find out. So the first thing is my marathon. So every month I do one, and for this one is of no exception. We will be doing Road to Kingdom Season 2 themed, and what's really fun about it is we're not just tackling one group, but all 8 affiliated groups of the show. So if you've counted, that's a lot because each one has a lot of material. So I'm going to be in potentially over my head on what we're going to be looking at with each group. So that means we have one is Gravity, the new 6, ATBO, Jess B, Tempest, 8 Turn, and Unite all getting marathoned this month in that order, I believe. So if you're like, Jess, I'm a fan of like 3 of them, perfect, go over and watch it with me, because none of those analysis will be available with the exception of the very first one for each respective group to help prep us for Road to Kingdom Season 2. And then what I also have done is whoever wins the show in the season, that marathon will get released publicly to YouTube as a special victory for the group. So I'm very, very excited about that. It is going to be a lot, so just kind of keep that in mind as I release stuff on YouTube. That is a huge workload that I am taking on for the sake of preparing my brain to be as most prepped as possible going into doing analysis for these groups, respectively. Moving on from there, when it comes to our shows, our active shows right now are Queendom 2, so we're doing active analysis and episode watching every week for that, and it does look like timeline, I may be finishing up Queendom 2 right when the second season of Road to Kingdom starts, so I think that's very fitting, and I think that's super fun. I do want to make an effort to watch Street Woman Fighter Vietnam, but because of my other priorities on my shows and my marathons, that may have to go on the back burner for now, but I do have it on my radar, and I do have the intention of wanting to watch in due time, so please keep that in mind. I will still do the analysis for the challenges as they happen, so fear not for that. What is different this month that we started is we are not on Street Dance China this month. We are actually on the Great Dance Crew, which is super, super fun because I get to wear my teacher cap more so on this one than an adjudicator, analyst kind of cap, which is really fascinating, just being able to see the interactions and seeing people who have incredible potential showcase themselves in this way. So if you're like, Jess, I love that show, I'm loving it too, if I'm being real. So you can go over to Patreon and we're watching that every weekend until it's finished, and then we'll put up a new poll at the end of that. Regarding our Patreon requests, here's the ones that we have coming down for this month. So far we have Astro and NCT 127, of course, coming down. We also have New Jeans, Very Very, and BTS all requested. So we're gonna get BTS. I have not done an analysis for the whole group before, but I'm very familiar with them, so it's gonna be really cool being able to do that. And then New Jeans, I think I've only done one analysis for them, and it was way back in 2023, so I'm excited to tackle them as well. And the last thing, of course, on my list is Lineup 9. I know that a lot of you are being so patient and waiting for me to react and do those. I am trying to go at a healthy pace on that. I'm trying my best to stay on top of it. It is a bit difficult with some of my other prioritized things, but I have not forgotten about it, and I will make it a priority in due time. It will get filmed at some point. I promise you that. Yeah. So all that to say, guys, the fact I get to make this every month is nothing short of a blessing and an honor, and truly inspirational of the fact that so many of you guys want to hear my perspective on so many different pieces of material, and I want to do my best to steward that that trust as effectively as I can. And so if you want in on the action on any of the things that sounded interesting to you, Patreon's perfect for that. The Patreon requests will most likely make their way to YouTube before marathons will, and of course, as groups have their comebacks, like Stray Kids just released their Stray Kids music video, and that will get released on YouTube very, very shortly after this video gets posted. So happy stay day for everyone. As other comebacks take place, we will of course release older reactions as they happen. So you guys know me, I know you. I'm Jess, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.